Hey guys, this is my follow-up video for the East Coast event. Okay. Alright guys, so I'm gonna tell you a little dream I had. Um, first let me tell you this dream so I can kind of show you that I see things. About 3 months ago I had a dream that my family, we were in Florida. My family lives in Florida, by the way. I live in Rhode Island. Well, my family was in a house in Florida, and there was a flood. And after the flood, the waters receded. We went into the house and found my family dead. Okay, they were like in the living room near the couch, on the floor, and they died. And they didn't die from the flood. Hold on, this is crap. Okay, they died from carbon monoxide poisoning. You guys probably maybe know what that is, but obviously you breathe it in, it affects your lungs. And I woke up and I was adamant that something was coming, something was gonna happen. I felt sick to my stomach all day long, and I was calling everybody that lived in Florida and trying to tell them, check your carbon monoxide levels in your house, this and that. Well, sometimes my dreams don't quite mean what, how can I explain? Sometimes the partial dream is correct, but the people involved that are not the victims, if you know what I mean. Well, a couple of weeks later, I went out, I came home, and I found my mother in between the couches. She fell and the couches opened up, like the couch, the L-shaped couch. And she had I work in the medical field, so I knew right away she had a stroke. And went to the hospital, and the doctors were adamant that the stroke was caused by smoking. And they also found some early stages of emphysema on her x-ray of her lungs. So if you think about the dream, the carbon monoxide, which affects your lungs, and the family members found in the living room and on the couch. Okay, that creeped me out. Okay, so that's what I mean by sometimes I dream of things and they happen, but not exactly the way that I dream of them. And also, I hear things. I could be watching something and I'll hear like the answer, like a missing person. I'll hear something in my head tell me where they are. It's like the voice in your head. I can't explain this. I don't know. I'm still learning about this, but I'm starting to share stories and things because it could help other people. Anyway, the dream I had, I was near the beach. It was on the coast, the East Coast, with my friend Sandy. Now, remember that name, Sandy. You guys remember the Hurricane Sandy that we had years ago? It was pretty bad. Devastated New Jersey, New York, some parts of Rhode Island. It was pretty severe. Anyway, we were standing on the middle of the road, and we were looking like down towards the beach, and I could see this wave coming, and while me and her was standing next to each other, I knew that the wave just went right over my house and took my whole family. My family was gone. They were dead. And as we're standing there, a voice in my head told me, you could run and be saved, or you could stand there and let the wave take you, and you could be with your family. And I hugged Sandy. We hugged each other, and then everything went black. Everything went black. So I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, something's gonna happen. There's something to do with water. Water's coming. I don't know. There's gonna be a flood. Something. I also took it as that, and then I also took it as this, that I could either repent and change, and I could, when the time comes, the tribulation or whatever, I could go with my family, or I could go the opposite direction and not do good and do bad and go the other way, which was black. Everything was black, which was hell. It took it both ways. But I can tell you this, that something is coming. Something very bad is coming, and I think it's going to come to the East Coast, and I think it's gonna be some type of tsunami or flood, and it's going to be devastating, and it's going to be like Hurricane Sandy but worse. That's why Sandy was in my dream. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I don't know when this is going to happen, but I know something's coming, and just be prepared. If anybody lives on the East Coast, just be prepared, meaning, have food, have water, have this and that. And my idea is to buy a camper, a camper that you can drive, and it fits the people. Have a camper ready, have food and supplies stacked already in this camper, and if something is coming our way, you could just get in and go, and be safe. That's just what I'm planning on doing. But I just want people to be vigilant and be prepared, because I'm telling you, something is coming. The dreams that I have are awful. They make me sick to my stomach, and it's been water, 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 water. And I know a lot of Christians have been having these dreams similar to this. Mine, everybody's is different, but this is how Jesus works and God works. They send you messages through your dreams, but it's up to you to kind of dissect it and figure out what's going to happen. It's a warning. I'm telling you, with everything going on, it's something is coming. And it's funny because a lot of us aren't rich, a lot of us aren't wealthy, and don't have the means to just take off and go somewhere, but you can prepare. You can buy little things here and there and stock up on non-perishable items, and maybe save up and buy a little camper or something, or even your car, you can put a tent in it with blankets and flashlights and stuff. But be ready. I never get an answer on to when this is going to happen. I don't know why the month of April is significant. I don't know if that has anything to do with, actually, my mom just had another stroke last week. She had 2 in the month, 3 months, and we're in April, and I kept here in April. So I don't know if that has to do with my mom, or that has to do with something happening in the month of April, maybe later on. But just be ready, and I think I'm going to start doing more of these videos. I'm kind of a little weird on camera. I don't know how to work the camera, and I don't think I look great on camera. So I'm kind of self-conscious and kind of to talk about the things that I know, because I know there's going to be people out there that first of all, I'm not a Teresa Caputo. I don't cold read. What I tell is from what I hear, and I'm not making money off of this. I'm in the medical field. I have a career, but if I do have some type of gift, I'd like to start using it. I really would like to start using it and helping people and stuff, and for free. I don't want any type of money from this whatsoever, and helping people with missing person cases and stuff like that. I have tried to reach out to a few people that have had loved ones that are missing, and I get weird responses back, and it creeped me out to the point where I just backed off, and I just said, this isn't easy. I'm not going to be, people just don't believe. And even though I have said, just take this information, and if you can use it, fine. If not, then you don't have to, respond back to me. But sometimes I get really weird responses, and this was a case that pretty recent. I'm not going to say names and stuff because I don't want to embarrass anybody, but there was an event that happened really close to me in Rhode Island, where a grandmother walked out of her house late at night in the cold in nothing but a bathrobe, and she had a history of dementia and Alzheimer's, and they couldn't find her body. Well, I knew exactly where she was. I reached out to the family, but they didn't respond. I said, if you're not getting any help from the police, I'd be glad to help you. I knew that she was somewhere close to the house, possibly in back of the house. I pictured a highway with a ravine, like the highways here. There was like some type of water here, and then there would be a property here. And in this like water little creek, there would have been a lot of trash, like, you know, just trash thrown over the highway. Well, I pictured her being near a old dirty mattress or underneath the mattress. Well, we didn't hear nothing, and then all of a sudden an update came on the news that they found her body in back of the house, the property, in where the water was. I said, oh my God. I tried to reach out to the family. What I should have done was I should have gotten my car and drove up to the location and looked around. But I was scared because there was media around, and, you know, none of us really like media. But I did try to reach out to the family, and I didn't get a response. And maybe, you know, it's nothing against them. But, and you can't really call the police and tell them anything because they'll think you're weird, and they don't want nothing to do with you. So, but that's my story, and that's what's going on. And if there's anything that you guys would like to know, just leave a comment. It doesn't have to be about a world event. It could be something about you personally that maybe you need help on, or anything of that nature. And like I said, I'm gonna start making some more videos and talk about different things that are pretty scary in the world and different cases and stuff. So thank you for watching my video, and I'm sorry if it's not the best. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just starting, so I thank you. Appreciate it.